Good evening. On-air key events of Monday, December 15th. The main topic: Ukraine claims a unique special operation, an attack with underwater drones on a Russian submarine in Novorossiysk. On the front, Russian troops report the capture of Peshenoe and a strike on the bridge in Zatoka, Odessa region. In Ukraine's energy sector, alarming forecasts. Possible power outages up to 22 hours per day. In diplomacy, the EU notes that Ukraine's NATO membership is not on the agenda right now, and there is a new public exchange between Hungary and Kyiv. Details in our daily review. Attack underwater drones. On December 15, 2025, the Security Service of Ukraine, or SBU, reported a special operation conducted jointly with the Ukrainian naval forces. During the operation, underwater drones, known as Subsea Baby, struck a Russian diesel-electric submarine of Project 636.3, known as Varshavyanka, or Improved Kilo class by NATO in the port of Novorossiysk. This marks the first use of underwater drones against a submarine. According to the SBU, the drones successfully reached the target, breaching the port's anti-torpedo defenses, resulting in critical damage to the hull, mechanisms, and systems. The submarine has effectively been put out of action for a prolonged period. On board were 4 launchers for Caliber cruise missiles, frequently used in strikes against Ukraine. The cost of such a submarine is estimated at 400 to 500 million United States dollars. The SBU released video footage capturing the moment of a powerful explosion in the area where the submarine was docked. The attack vessel had previously been based in occupied Sevastopol, but was relocated to Novorossiysk between 2023 and 2024, following losses to Russia's Black Sea Fleet from Ukrainian attacks. There is no independent confirmation, such as satellite imagery or international sources. Russia's Ministry of Defense has not commented on the incident. The operation highlights progress in Ukrainian underwater drone technology for operations in heavily guarded waters with nets and security measures. More than 15 strikes on the bridge. Between December 14th and 15th, 2025, B-Time sends, Russian armed forces carried out a combined strike on a key transport facility, the railway and road bridge over the Dnistrovsky Liman, in the settlement of Zatoka, Odessa region of Ukraine. The attack involved gliding aerial bombs, known as FAB, with guidance and planning modules UMPC, as well as strike unmanned aerial vehicles. According to Russian military sources, between 15 and 20 hits on the object were recorded. The bridge structure retained its main supports and did not collapse completely, but sustained significant damage, including to the railway section and the roadway of the automobile crossing. This makes operation of the facility problematic or impossible in the near term without major repairs. The bridge plays an important role in regional logistics, connecting Odessa with the southwestern districts of the region and ensuring transport flows toward the border with Romania. Official comments from Ukrainian authorities, including the Odessa Regional Military Administration or the Ministry of Infrastructure, were absent as of December 15th. Ukrainian sources have not confirmed the extent of the damage. Russian military channels note that the strike is part of systematic actions to disrupt transport infrastructure in the Odessa region, including port facilities. Previously, this bridge had been targeted in 2022 and 2023 and was repaired. Restoring such objects requires substantial resources and time, especially under ongoing combat conditions. Frontline: Liberation of Peshenoe. On December 15, 2025, the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation officially reported the liberation of the settlement of Peshenoe in the Sinelnikov district of Dnipropetrovsk region of Ukraine. The operation was carried out by forces of the Vostok troop grouping. The capture of Peshenoe allows establishment of control over part of the Ternovatska Ridge, including the western bank of the Haichur River, which improves the tactical position on the southeastern direction and creates conditions for further advance. The settlement is located in the zone of active combat operations on the Zaporizhia-Dnipropetrovsk section of the front, where Russian forces continue offensive actions. The advance is recorded as part of the general offensive on this direction, where other points, including Varvarovka in Zaporizhia region, had previously been liberated. Fighting in the area of Peshenoe and its surroundings continues, with the use of artillery, aviation, and drones by both sides. Russian sources have published video materials demonstrating the destruction of fortifications, equipment, and manpower of Ukrainian formations during the operation. These footage confirm control over the settlement. The Ukrainian side has not provided official comments regarding the change in control over Peshenoe. Independent OSINT sources and combat maps, for example, from the Institute for the Study of War, have not yet updated data on this section as of the publication date. The advance on the Dnipropetrovsk direction is considered tactical, and related to straightening the front line and expanding the control zone. Ukraine, winter forecasts. The head of the Union of Utility Consumers of Ukraine, Oleh Popenko, on December 15, 2025, gave a forecast for the electricity supply situation during the winter period. According to him, when frosts reach about -5 degrees Celsius, expected in 1 to 2 weeks, Kyiv may experience scheduled power outages lasting up to 20 to 22 hours per day. Experts in the energy sector note a systematic worsening of the power shortage due to accumulated damage to generating facilities and grids from strikes. The situation is complicated by seasonal increases in consumption and limited opportunities for electricity imports. The population and businesses are recommended to prepare for prolonged outages, stock up on alternative sources of power, water, and heat. Similar problems are recorded in other regions, especially in the south and east of the country. International organizations, including the United Nations and the International Atomic Energy Agency, have previously warned of humanitarian risks during the winter period due to disruptions in energy supply. Frontline. Situation in Myrnorad. According to Russian military sources, as of mid-December 2025, Russian forces have fully completed the operational encirclement of the city of Myrnorad, previously known as Dimitrov, east of Pokrovsk in Donetsk region. Fighting with the Ukrainian garrison continues inside the city. By the beginning of December, Russian units had occupied the southern part of Myrnorad and the adjacent forest belts. By December 4th, the ring was closed in the fields between Pokrovsk and Rodinske. Currently, the main part of the city has been cleared, and organized resistance from Ukrainian formations is minimal. Remnants of the garrison hold separate micro-districts, including the center and Bryanka. Russian forces are using heavy gliding bombs FAB with UMPC modules to destroy fortified positions. The presence of a significant number of civilians who remained in the city complicates assault operations and may prolong the final clearing. The Ukrainian side has not officially commented on the situation in Myrnorad. Declarations of guarantees for Ukraine. On December 15, 2025, the High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Kaja Kallas, made a statement in an interview with the Estonian public broadcaster ERR. In it, she noted that the issue of Ukraine's membership in NATO is no longer on the agenda at the current moment and is not actively discussed within the alliance. As an alternative, she emphasized the need to develop real and reliable security guarantees for Ukraine, including not only documentary obligations and political declarations, but also concrete military capabilities, such as troop deployments, arms supplies, and joint response mechanisms. Kallas stressed that such guarantees must be capable of effectively preventing further aggression and ensuring long-term stability in the region. She pointed out that simple paper agreements are insufficient, and Europe should focus on practical steps. The statement came in the context of discussions on peace initiatives, including proposals from the United States administration under Donald Trump, as well as the architecture of European security following a potential settlement of the conflict. European diplomats have previously expressed similar positions in connection with changes in transatlantic priorities, including NATO's cautious approach to enlargement and a focus on alternative formats of support for Ukraine. This reflects a general trend in the EU towards seeking compromise solutions that take into account the positions of all alliance members and potential negotiations with Russia. Rubicon. Today's report. According to the Lost Armor Project, which tracks published materials, operators of the Advanced Unmanned Technology Center Rubicon of the Russian Ministry of Defense conducted a series of strikes on targets across various frontline directions on December 15, 2025. Actions were recorded in Donbass, the Sumy direction, and the Krasnolomon direction. Among the targets were personnel of Ukrainian forces, as well as the destruction of a mobile anti-aircraft installation in Sumy region. The total number of published destroyed targets for the day was 160, of which 40 were personnel. Video materials demonstrate strikes by FPV drones and other unmanned vehicles on equipment, positions, and manpower. The Rubicon Center specializes in the use of unmanned aerial vehicles, including the development and testing of new systems. The data are based on open publications. No independent confirmation of losses has been received from the Ukrainian side. If you enjoyed this review and want to be the first to know about the main events in the Russo-Ukrainian war, subscribe to the channel, give a like, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss new videos. Your support helps us continue our work. Thank you for being with us.